I have something to read to you, and when I'm done, I'll tell you what the book is. The writer uses the word ideal a lot, and when it sounds like he might mean idea, but I think he really does mean the word ideal. And this little passage is called distributive justice. Closely related to the ideal of economic equality is radical liberalism's ideal of distributive justice. This ideal insists that material and social inequities are evil in themselves and should be eradicated or drastically diminished. This essentially communist goal envisions a classless society of people who have approximately equal amounts of material wealth. The real-world fallacies of these ideals have been proven historically and argued for decades. Of greatest importance is the fact that any attempts to distribute economic, social, or political goods according to government quotas requires the threat of physical force or the use of it, and this requirement violates the moral principles and legal rights at the core of ordered liberty. Such attempts also violate the laws of economics. Forced redistribution of wealth drastically alters supply and demand dynamics, reduces work incentives, distorts resource allocation, and short-circuits production and consumption signals provided by free market prices. Material shortage, not the promised prosperity for all, are the inevitable result. History validates the economic fact that prosperity for all citizens can develop only in free markets under strictly enforced property rights. As already noted, however, violations of rights and the laws of economics are not the only evils of redistribution. Use of the state's power for that purpose sets people against each other in a war over who gets what and how much from whom. To seek distributive or social justice is to invite an authoritarian government that abolishes economic freedoms and creates social conflict. This is from a book by Lyle Rossiter, Jr., MD, called The Liberal Mind. So, there you go. And the reason why I write that is because of what Joe Biden has said about his economic plan. He's all talk and he's not factual. He's not using real economics or real history. And from what I've read about him and studied about him, he likes to jump into things and he says what he thinks people want to hear. And he doesn't know what he's doing. He's not in the game for people. He's in it for himself. Because he knows as he gets power, just like all the Democrats, as soon as they get power, they can get wealth. And he's been getting wealth via proxy through his sons and brothers and his sister for decades. His economic plan will destroy the country.